Yo, check this out. TuReaL King on the check-in. Back at you. Let's get it. Look, we got my man Myron from Fresh and Fit podcast, and he supposed to be debating some chick or debunking her little fantasy or whatever of the 1%. So I didn't watch it. I was about to. I was like, nah, I want y'all to be looking at it while I'm looking at it. I love watching the relationship advice type podcast, and it's about time I start weighing in on it. Well, we about to do that right now in this video. Feel me? Let's go.
Everything on me. Everything on me. Everything on me.
Everything on me. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't about to hold y'all too long. We're going to go ahead and get right to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, man. Let's go.
Cat is trying to put a square peg in a round hole, saying, my view is crazy, but it's actually based in biological fact, and it's worked for millennia. And as a matter of fact, we have the society we have today because of polygamy to some degree. Monogamy as well, but monogamy for the man is a choice. Monogamy for the woman, it's pretty much necessary.
So what facts do you have to say that polygamy works?
Since the beginning of time.
Hey, I'm not mad at her asking questions because you have not, because you asked not. You know what I'm talking about? No, I'm playing. Here we go.
I value men have had women.
But have those
them.
women actually been happy? Like, aren't we talking relationships on a basis of whether or not we're both happy?
Irrelevant. Cat, I'm gonna be
irrelevant.
Marriage?
I mean, I'm not gonna be sharing no man unless I'm happy.
Okay, Cat.
You know,
Look, first and foremost, I have to say this. The first key to being happy is learning when to do this. You already displaying that you make dumb choices like talking over a man. Let the man finish his point. Jeez Louise, nacho cheese.
I want to be happy. I want to be feeling like the attention's on me.
Okay, well, Kat, here's the thing. See, and I'm going to show you how crazy your argument is here in a second. But marriage is not about necessarily happiness. It's about duty of raising children that are going to be contributing members of society.
Don't I know that? Don't I know that? Look, check this out, man. Fellas. Ladies, too. If you spend your lifetime trying to make the other one happy, ultimately what's going to happen is you're going to give too much of yourself and you're going to expect the same thing in return. And when you don't get it, ultimately it's going to ruin your happiness. So if y'all just continue to have common goals like the duties of the children, finances, and etc., then what tends to happen is y'all in unison. So you're going to be happy. How can two walk together except they agree? You'll be happy then. You know what I'm saying? But as far as it's my goal to keep her happy, man, look, you got the time of the month. You got people who have certain laws. You got people who are going through anxiety. There's all kinds of stuff going down. So if you think that you could just make somebody happy just because you can, then you're not realistic, man. You're not realistic. Let's go.
That's what marriage is about.
That's
only in the
old school.
West. Okay, only in the West do we have this crazy concept that we need to be happy at all times within marriage. Raising your children in a stable household and giving them food to eat and a safe home to be at.
Talk that talk. Talk that talk. Talk only in the West do we have this weird notion that it's my job to keep you happy.
Should be where you derive your happiness. And when you break the family apart, which is what's going on in the West, single mother households, etc., things get fucked up and kids end up fucked up.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now, going back to what you said you want a man that makes $300,000 to $500,000 a year, is going to basically never say no to you and let you live the lifestyle that you want.
He doesn't have to say no. I'm saying my lifestyle.
Hey, check this out, right? I'm going to tell y'all something that I believe. I believe that you should be on the same status. Now, don't get it twisted. It could be, but but you should at least be able to be on the same status. Don't tell me you expect me to make all of this money and you making very minimum wage or you barely getting back, because what tends to happen is you're going to get spoiled, and then we're going to go right back to what we was talking about earlier. Now it's my job to keep you happy. And then if you find somebody else who you deem is worthy of your time because you don't like the serious stuff that comes with how I make my money, then all you're going to do is take my money and you're going to run off. And now I ultimately wasted my time. See, be smart, man. Be smart, fellas. Be smart. And ladies, because it works both ways. I'm not part of the manosphere where I can't keep it that real, but it works both ways. Let's keep it 100 for sure.
Style is never going to allow me to say no to myself.
Okay. The point I'm trying to make is this. I'm just giving you your standards, right? You want a guy, pretty much the man you described as a 1% man. Now, I did not challenge you on your preference. I said you have your preferences.
I'm also a 1% woman.
Okay, let me finish my point, and then I will give you in a second
We're interrupting.
why that is irrelevant from what you're saying. So you want a 1% man, okay? You want a man that makes a lot of money, successful, ambitious, can provide you a certain lifestyle. I countered and said, you can want that, but the consequence of dealing with this caliber of man who's rare is you're going to have to share him, okay? You don't like that. You want him to be exclusive to you. So you're hoping that you'll find one that's going to meet these requirements, which quite frankly is slim to none. I understand that my environment is not conducive to what I want. So what am I doing? You're operating on possibilities. I'm operating on probabilities. I know if I go to the Middle East where things are different, the women are actually held to a standard, right, to become good wives and mothers, etc. I am going to increase my probabilities of getting what I want. And I am willing to travel and make some sacrifices to make it happen. You are not, though. You want to basically get this top tier man. You want him to be committed to only you, and you want a certain lifestyle where you can't necessarily be told no. That's a possibility, but it's
okay. Now I'm gonna slightly disagree, because there's men that are in great standings with life. You know what I mean? Money, right, handsome, fit, and they only have their heart for one woman. They do. So it's not completely rare. My thing is you just have to have the status of that type of dude. And typically somebody who has disciplined themselves to be able to be fit, to be able to have money, to be able to keep themselves groomed and smelling good. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to put up with mouth. They're not going to put up with too much lip. Now, I will say this. They typically have more options. That's a fact. They typically have more options.
slim. So you can do what you want, but at least what I'm trying to do is actually probable to a higher degree, and I'm making overt actions to make it happen.
Bam. Ether.
Okay,
Fire.
I have a question.
Yeah.
No.
Did you have anything you want to say on that, Kat?
She's nice.
I mean, you can.
I
know that, but I want to give her a chance to rebut that.
All I'm saying is that the more that I feel that it's not possible to find the things that I want, the
Hey, real quick, look at this girl right here. She looking like, please say something, get us out of this. Like, he body bagged her real quick. Hold on.
less that I'm going to have my eyes open to the opportunities that will give me what I want. So, I mean, I'm not going to settle until I get what I want.
Okay, that's fine.
And I mean,
Nothing wrong
if
with that.
I'm going to
That's
provide
fair.
the lifestyle that I want, then I want to make sure that I'm finding somebody that's also going to want the lifestyle that I want to live. And whether or not he can provide for that, he still needs to be on board with the direction I want to go.
Question.
Whether or not he wants to.
That's fair. She said something that's real fair, ladies. She said whether he's there or not, he got to at least have the mentality to go in that direction. Stop getting with people who don't, who basically ain't with what you want to do. Because see, what happens is everybody play this game. They play this fake fairy tale when they get together. They play this acting game. They put on these masks to appear perfect. But in reality, they have their own desires. I believe in laying everything out on the table, because when you lay everything out on the table, typically what happens is now you have an option. Hey, I could choose to deal with this, or I could go. They have an option. I could choose to deal with this, or I could go. But you have to be honest. Stop tricking people. Stop putting on these masks. Y'all turning into Jim Carrey, smoking. Y'all walking around, y'all sliding into the tables, y'all making dog faces, y'all doing all that. But in reality, you Stanley Ipkiss. Good analogy. I know. I don't want to pop the collar too hard, but that was a good analogy.
That empire with me, whether or not he already has that empire built, but it's going to be where I want to go in my life.
Okay. Well, okay, so you want a very successful man that makes that kind of money to build an empire with you that's going to be monogamous to you. Hey, we can all dream.
If we both have the lifestyle that we both
Myron is a beast. He said, hey, we can all dream.
desire, why are we not going to want to do it together? And if we have that love for each other, then why are we not going
because
to be able
that
to be
man was already successful
monogamous?
when you found him and isn't going to change his course because of you. That's the difference.
I mean, but I'm already successful.
Yeah, but he's significantly more successful than you. He's made a lot. He's made, the man you're looking for is making quite a bit of money. Here's the thing, ladies. You don't make $300,000 to $500,000 a year working with a woman. You do that shit by being ambitious and being willing to do it by yourself. The girl can come in and maybe compliment you, help you build it even more. But when you get to a certain level, you're self-sufficient. You don't need help anymore.
Right.
Okay?
See, one thing I could say is I think he's speaking for where she currently is because he knows that she's not getting that kind of money. But there are women who are successful and should be with somebody equally successful because you have this imbalance of power. When a woman has more success than a man, she typically throws it in his face or she refuses to hear him out when he got something to say. People tend to get a little more humble when the other person is the breadwinner, if you know what I'm saying. It's just real. So she could say, hey, I want a successful guy and all of that, blah, blah, blah. But he'll never come down. He'll never neutralize everything he has unless he's just some sucker and a simp, which ultimately too weird to deal with anyway. You know what I mean? That's a fact.
The caliber of man that you're chasing is a type A assertive dominant male that doesn't need you, period. Which is why you said before, I'm a 1% woman. I'm assuming you mean financially, right? Because you earn quite a bit.
I mean,
what makes you a 1% woman? That's what I was going to ask you.
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. What makes you a 1% woman? Question mark.
Being natural, my financials.
Jesus, she don't know.
Okay.
She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. My financials. Man, you don't quit playing. Y'all don't quit playing with me.
Are you aware that men don't care about a woman's financials? What actually makes a woman 1% woman are things that women typically don't tend to highlight
At all.
Music to my
compliant, feminine, attractive, fit.
Willing to
Would you? I mean, I
not
would say
promiscuous.
willing to
not
hear the words
promiscuous,
no.
willing to hear the words no,
And accept
following
them.
his lead. These are things that make a woman 1%. Attraction, ladies, is not symmetrical. I'm going to say that again. Attraction between the two genders is not symmetrical. If I want a woman that's feminine, submissive, and attractive, right, and cute, the woman is within her right to want a male that's masculine, dominant, and a leader. We complement each other. We're very different. The things that you want are what men want. You might say to yourself, I'm a 1% woman, but that's false. The market dictates your value, not you. I'm going to say that again because a lot of girls want to sit here and say, I'm a princess, I'm a 10. No, you're not, because the market dictates your value, not you. Men.
I'm going to leave it at that. But I will say this. He's not lying. That man ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. He's keeping it 100 with you. Because we have to make this clear, right? You would take, have y'all seen Pretty Woman? Check this out, look. Matter of fact, shout out to Myron at the Fresh and Fit podcast. I got to get on they just do. They be doing the work. And it's more fair. See, a lot of times people think that y'all just a bunch of manosphere stuff, but they're keeping it real because men are visual. So yes, we like feminine and fit and beautiful, and we like women to be humble. We don't like the masculine energy. And that's just how it is. You're not going to change it. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It's going to always be a problem. You notice every time you raise your voice to a 4.5 to a 5, the dude just stop and be like, huh? Any real man is. And vice versa, man. I know you don't want no weak dude who always walking behind you in the market. If a dog attack, he might get behind. Get that dog. I don't like dogs or cats. You don't want no weak man, so why do I want a strong, why I want a bodybuilder? Why I want China from WWE? And rest in heaven, China, but you know what I mean. I don't need no Ronda Rousey's trying to put her finger in my head. You know, be a freaking lady, be a woman. And at the same time, we got to do our just do as men too, because the ladies is tired of messing with these broke suckers. But anyway, man, hey, I just wanted to react to that because I love the difference. I could do this all day. This is light work for me, for somebody like me, because I lay things out on the table. Hey, I know what I want, know what I don't want. You should know what you want, know what you don't want. But you should also know your status and what you deserve. Life doesn't bring you what you want. Life doesn't bring you what you're trying to do. Life brings you what you are. So if you are of that capacity, you'll probably attract that same thing. So if you don't like what you're attracting, ladies and gentlemen, then hey, you know what I mean? Step your game up. With that being said, man, hey, like, subscribe, comment, merch. I'm actually wearing some of my merch now. Pocket DMX at the pearly gates, baby. It could come in any colors and all of that, man. But all my merch tag down there, all my social media tags in there. TuReaL King on all platforms. Holla at your boy. Got the Cash App if you want to support. And likewise, man, y'all be blessed, man. You know what I mean? Hey, all I'm gonna say is be. Don't inspire. Be. TuReaL.